Is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he works free. And some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there out of the running game.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Man open left side is Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive, but the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Jalen Richard. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Carr now to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw his Carr. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Carr. And trying to get it to runs, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Now, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Philly.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely. And when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down at 4. Now a carry for Sanders. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
3rd and inches, and you just got to get in there, push the pile, ask your guys up front, get that little bit of extra leverage, because all you need is a sliver, right, just to make sure you get there.
And they weren't happy defensively. We picked up something on our headset from the field mic that thankfully didn't go out to the folks at home. Here's Borden, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nick Borden, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
Here's Carr.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And he's going to get this one back to the 12-yard line.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Sanders.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Miles Sanders,
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Elliott on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Switch.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Another run with Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll let one go deep for Howard. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there for the Raiders.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll buy some time right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing his car on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run. It's Sanders. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Here's Sanders. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get on field and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
first down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the save. Javon Hargrave, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Counter play with Jacobs. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing now is Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Open space inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Jacobs. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Steps away to his left. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Mullet. They cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Touchdown! Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And we'll see a return here from now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Second down, Jacobs once more. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution.